Oh, hi there. It is Tuesday, December 30. Welcome to the channel. We're closing out this year, and I am going to be doing some Tsumeshogi today. Just quiet, relaxed. Let me get the music on that we've had before. How's the volume? Let me I think it should be okay. This is where I had it last time. Oops, what did I just do? What did I just do? There we go. That's not it. There we go. Oops! I keep minimizing the wrong windows. Sorry about that. Hey, Tulip, nice to see you. You just walk in through this comedy of errors, this comedy of streamer errors. 2 years, it's been over 2 years since I've been streaming, and I still make the same sort of mistakes. Boy. Hey, NinWorld, nice to see you. Unless anyone has any major preferences, I'm just gonna sit here and do this. I don't know. I suspect it's not gonna be the longest stream that I've ever had here, but hopefully it'll be good. Boy, is the YouTube chat not showing up yet? Is YouTube chat... Is it already broken? It looks like it might be. So I'm going to restart the chat in the chat widget. There we go. Restarted that. I'm going to do a quick test. Nothing coming yet. Might be one of those days. Okay, and there it is. Alright, so this problem... This is hey, the Twitch account of Ronald. Yeah, it is working now. It is working. Well, the Twitch is always working. So this Streamlabs chat widget just seems to periodically die from the YouTube side. And I still don't know what it is. What triggers that? Alright. Alright. Do we... West Iron, hello? Nice to see you. So if we come here, the king has to take there. Excuse me. Excuse me. If we... Let me clear these arrows. If we bring our bishop to 4-6, king takes 4-4. Is bishop 6-4? Bishop 6-4. Bishop 6-4, King 3-3, Bishop 4-2 promote. What? What? We have a lot of good pieces in this one. Yeah, there is. Is there a timeout feature? What do you mean, a timeout feature on Play Shogi? On PlayShogi.com, you can play a speed run, which will time your entire run of all these problems. But this is my first time going through these, so that would be miserable. Oh, the YouTube chat, like if it isn't being used. So that's what I used to think, but I think the answer is no. So for example, But today, I mean, it broke immediately today. It broke immediately today. But we've also seen it break sort of in the middle of conversations. So tell me why. Tell me why. Fair enough. All right. So we're here. If we bring the bishop to 5-5, the king can go to 5-3. If we bring the bishop to... Looking. Can we sack? I don't see anything. Boy, oh boy. So dragon 4-5, king takes. That ends it. Dragon 3-5. Dragon 3-5, king 5-3, and there's nothing there. Dragon 5-5, king 3-3, and there's nothing there. Bishop 3-5. Bishop 3-5, king 5-5. Bishop 4-4, king 6-4. Huh. West Iron, you say, your friend always does fourth file rook Mino. Is Urushino Ryu good against that? I would say yes. Hey Rico, great to see you. I would argue I would argue that great is a judgment call. You know, everyone will have a different. Renai PH, nice to see you. So, what you would typically play against fourth file rook would actually be called Torizashi, which is in older Joseki. It's been around for a long time, and you could start it with Urushino Ryu, which is let's say we're Gote, which is silver 4-2. You could start it, and the key, I would say, is you could play it slow. You could play it slow, but you could also play what I do, which is called a quick engage Torizashi. It was taught by me by a world-class Brazilian player Koshiro. And it's hard to if you watch my stream and you see any of the fourth file games, they'll almost all do this, because the fourth file rook players will typically do it. They won't fight against it. Untikong, hello. Yeah, good against is a judgment call. I think the engine's fine with it. as Sente or Gote. And it's pluses or minuses, because 4th file Rook players, I think, at our lower levels, I think a lot of times will sort of mindlessly make their castles and mindlessly do their things, and they won't necessarily think about what's about to hit them, which works in our favor as the Torizashi player. But, you know, as you get stronger 4th file Rook players, they can play more solidly, and they're thinking about what you're going to do. So they may not make moves that'll just sort of help your position. And then you, long story short, the Freebisha player can slow the game up in a lot of ways, but 4th file Rook players at my level will often not. And so if you like it, you can get into an extremely sharp game against a 4th file Rook player. And if you're sharp tactically, you can have some fun. If you're not, you might be in for a little bit of pain, because even if the 4th file Rook player mindlessly does their opening, they're going to... Even if they mindlessly do their opening and they're behind engine-wise, it'll be more difficult. If they mess up, it's still easier for them to live than if you mess up. It's very easy for you to die, if that makes sense. So long story short, yeah, and I do play that. I play Torizashi / Urashino Ryu against 4th file Rook, and I like it. I like it. I sort of prefer to be playing against a 4th file Rook player than a 3rd file Rook player, because a 3rd file Rook player will often have options to slow the game down even more. A lot of times, a 4th file Rook player will block off their ability to go to opposing Rook. You're used to Yagura and maybe Elmo. So one thing I've also been doing against Freebisha lately, a little bit, not so much on stream, but I am doing something, again, that Koshiro taught me, which is a Murata system style approach that transposes into a girl in the box, a static Rook girl in the box. But from that Murata system, if the opponent plays static Rook, I can just play sort of Urashino Ryu and get my other silver up. So it's a little bit more flexible that way. I've been getting into trouble with it against opponents that don't disclose what opening they're playing. So, you know, they just shuffle their pieces in the back. Meanwhile, you know, I'm trying to decide, do I want to play Urashino Ryu? Do I want to play girl in the box? You know, is this going to be Freebisha or is this going to be static Rook? And my opponent is just kind of shuffling their pieces. So, you know, that's what I've been struggling with. Anyway. So, you know, this block is tricky. This feels like we have to check in some way, but if we go 1-3 or 2-4, they block. Boy, this is tricky. This is I feel, you know, we're now in mate in 3 territory. You know, we're now sitting in mate in 3 territory, and I'm not seeing it. We know it's not 6-4 bishop, because I did that one. And the drop on 4-6 ends it. And there's nothing here. It's not this. So this would be mate. This would be mate. But, okay. Oops. All right. VMD Ayaka, hello, 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 hello. What time is it in Japan right now? It is 6:13, or no, it's 4:13 a.m. It's 4:13 a.m. on New Year's Day, or New Year's Eve. So that means in 18 hours, Shogi Club 24 shuts down. 6:13 for you. You should sleep soon. No, it's 6:13. You should be waking up. It's morning. It's morning, Tulip. You should be waking up. Okay, moving on to problem 39. Yes. Yeah, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to give you your memos. You should be waking up at 6:13, not going to sleep at 6:13. You and Rico and these awkward day schedules, if you will. I've been watching some TNG, so schedules. Picard. Blame your employer. Exactly. I do. And I do. You know, if you hate the sun, Australia is probably not the greatest place to live. I'm just going to throw that out there. It's probably... Oh yeah. Oh, Ayaka. Oh, I totally forgot that you're in California. I totally forgot. Why do I always forget that? Oh, I'm so sorry. I totally forgot. The sun shines 8 days a week in Australia. It does. It does. Why? Yeah. Yeah, Tulip. It sounds like Tulip should be in Washington. It should be in Seattle, the Seattle area. Tulip just wants rain and no sun. What's going on here? Hold on. I mean, this has to be the solution. This is a Tsume problem. This is a Tsume problem, so it has to be this. Yeah, Rico, my sister, when she moved out to Seattle, I think she had that same sort of transition period. I'm just going to do this because it has to be this way. Oh, it doesn't promote. Oh, well, okay. Well, hold on, it can't. So, rook 2-3. King has to take. Oh, no, the lance can take. Lance can take. So if king takes, it's bishop 3-3. No, it's just mate. If king takes, it's just mate. So lance takes. Bishop 2-4. King takes. Horse. That's a cool one. Sort of cool. Oh, what problem collection is this? This is Tsume in 5, 4 of 5. It should be in the YouTube show notes, but let me paste these in here. And this is problem 40 now. You like problems like this where the lance is making a new edge of the board? Yeah. I think that they happen. I think this potentially happens in a lot of games, or it should be happening in a lot of games. I assume you're talking about this one. We've basically cut the entire board off. Wait, what am I doing here? Why did I draw an arrow there? Oh, I was drawing it here. In other news, you've been practicing Tsumego this week. And you feel like you finally have a basic understanding of life and death. Congrats. But I don't like to hear that. I'm glad to hear that you're enjoying your gaming time. But it's Shogi is we're losing the battle. We Shogi players, we're losing the battle. I feel like we're losing it. This is too pedestrian. This is too pedestrian, I think. Hmm. So that's the king can run out that way. Some way to lure the king and then fork with the silver. And we don't have many options here. We don't have many options. Our checks are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, I guess we also have 8. We also have this. Redeemed Grow a Mustache for 69.90 channel points. werfeus, I think that's fake. I think that's fake. Hey, Foradun. So you can't trick me with the italics. There's... you can't trick me. You can't just walk in and... But I do appreciate... I do appreciate it. So it's brilliant to not say hi, to just come in and insta redeem, as if you're walking in, you're opening up Twitch, and you get the notice saying that you can redeem some points. So I like the hustle. I do like the hustle, but I don't think you have 69.90 channel points. I don't, and also I don't think there's a default here. Also, I am not growing a mustache. It's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. Especially not for channel points. I would need some cold hard cash to grow a mustache. Oh, you do? You have... Wait, what are channel points? What are channel points? Yeah, time to gift... Yeah, gifting 100 subs. That would do it. That would do it. I'll grow a mustache for that. Let's see. Do you really have 69,000 channel points? Is there any way as a... Is there any way that I can see who has channel points? Does Nightbot provide that? 28,000? I didn't even know that I enabled channel points. Oh, yes, I did. Yes, I did, because people have unlocked the emotes. The tier 2 emotes. But That's more than 5. That's more than 5. So what about this? Takes. Wait, no, not takes. I dropped the silver. Drop the silver on 2-2. King takes. Lance takes. No. I don't think so. So if we do this, takes, drop takes, I think he can just take. You can set them to offer, hey, Yloigh, nice to see you. Fordune's got the hustle to 53k, and Fordune has used them. You've used some points. Because you were the person, I think, who introduced me to the fact that they existed on this channel by using the icon, the avatar, the tier 2 or the tier 3 or whatever. You can set them to offer anything and everything. Sound clips are popular to use them for. Interesting. Wait, what is this? I just got a spam from Facebook. Frank, get back on Facebook by clicking. First of all, I'm on phone, so I'd be tapping. I wouldn't be clicking. Got him. Second of all, I haven't been on Facebook in like I can't remember, many years. It's possible that this isn't mate. I think that's where I'm coming to right now. I'm coming to the conclusion that this isn't mate. Hey, Ronald. This is probably a bug. This is probably I can speak. This is probably a bug on PlayShogi.com. I'm just going to guess. I feel like in my mind I've brute forced it already. I haven't found any of the... No, I don't think so, Ron. That's not a guarantee. Because I think, for the most part, I think for the most part, these problems you do not reuse the piece that you capture in most of these. But I think it is not unheard of. I think that was something that Origamoniwa last time or 2 times ago was suspecting that we never dropped the thing, but then I think we saw an example of where we do. But we have to use these 2 pieces. We know that we have to drop these. We have to drop these. We have to drop these, which means we cannot take a piece. So by the rules of Tsumeshogi, we have to drop these. So that means we cannot take and then capture another piece. We won't have 5 moves. Like this is a mate in 5. We can only make 3 moves. So after these 2 drops, we have 1 more to go. Good day, Emperor Rex. Nice to see you. Oops. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, there it is. So, Bishop 4-2 promote. If the king runs, just slide the horse over, and it's going to be mate. King runs, we drop a gold. So the king takes, then we drop a silver. If gold takes, we drop a gold on 3-2. If the king takes, we drop a gold on 5-3. We have these magic lances. That's a cool one. That is a cool one. Come on. That's a good one. Have I not got into the possibilities? If you'd wish for more subs, then first step, besides your wonderful personality. Well, so, you know, the limiting factor, I think, is my wonderful personality. Is to get emojis that people would be more than willing to use. Yeah. So you know, I hear you, and I did think about that. I definitely did think about that. You know, the Atari emojis are the result of that. You know, I wanted fun emojis that people would want to use elsewhere, and that's where the cat emojis are. And that's, well, you know, I think people would enjoy it here, but you know, but the thing is, I'm not an artist. These are the best. These are the best I can do so far. Yeah. You know, there's a limiting factor there on my artistic ability, but also my creativity of thinking of what I could do. So, like, the Atari ones are the best I can do. The Atari is our cat. But, yeah. I think people could use the Shogi-ish ones in, like, the Sumo channel. In, like, Midnight Sumo. You know, there's a Japanese cultural component there. So, you know, the obvious is here, but then they can run. And then we can't... You know, we can't do this or this. Do they cover the wrestlers in glow paint? No. No, so he covers, if you're not familiar, and you're interested in sumo, that channel covers, I don't know how it is okay by the terms of anything, but he essentially re-streams the Abema. I don't know how to pronounce it. is it Abema or is it Abema? He takes their content, restreams it, and then talks over it. And he's got a huge following. You know, he's got many subs and thousands of viewers. And he's always it's great. It's great. Yeah, so I think he has been banned in the past. But I don't think it's happened for a while, and it seems like it's pretty solid these days. And he's got a bazillion subs. I honestly, I think it is his full-time job at this point, is his Twitch stream. And you buy the rules that it's fair use if you are adding content on top of it. You know, he has plenty of graphics that go over the restream, and obviously he commentates it. I do not know who that is, Rico. I don't know who Mbovo Sumo is. But so he commentates it. It's a great show. Like, it's not just a restream of the thing. He's doing a great job of talking over it and commentating and making it accessible to English speakers. And he does not show their ads usually. He'll put over some old ads. It's good stuff. Oh, and Bobo was the Twitch streamer that got you into sumo. So I don't remember how I got into sumo. It's in the past year or so. I don't think it was from TransportPKMN. One of the, Rip he just stopped watching this after being, a diehard on the channel. He just stopped watching someday. I have no idea why, but he did. But anyway, he did, and I know he's still watching sumo because I saw him comment on a recent sumo channel. So maybe, I don't know. Maybe he was sick of Urashina Ryu. Maybe he was sick of me. Who knows? Who knows? But anyway, what am I trying to say? I don't know what I'm trying to say. It was either that or NHK Plus. NHK Plus used to do it. I was very disappointed that oh my gosh. I was very disappointed that Hoshoryu didn't win the last Basho. Extremely disappointed. I wanted to see him win one as a Yokozuna. WJZ, hello. While you're in Poland, it seems you can watch your stream every day. Oh, nice. Oh, I love having you here. Yeah, this is a cool one. I haven't seen it yet. I don't see the solution yet. Like, I don't think it's this. Maybe there's a way to get rid of this knight. Maybe there's a way to redirect the knight. I don't think a sacrifice here is going to do anything. If we sack, I think the king can just take. And then there's no real follow-up. So... Alright, time to look at all the checks. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have a bunch of these. So I'm pretty sure none of those... I mean, none of these king moves, or none of the dragon moves, I think, are good. I think the sacrifice is not good of either the bishop or the silver. Oh yeah, a problem like this has to have a goofy first move, I think. I think it has to. I think it's obligated to have some sort of weird move. Huh. All right, I see your comment that says it's not sure if it's helpful or just a spoiler. So I haven't read the message before it, so I'm going to hold off on reading that one so far. I'm going to hold off on reading that one for a second. I don't want to spend too much time on these. I would like to move a little faster. I would like to move a little faster through these than I've been. Now, this knight is protecting these squares, which makes it rough. Like if we do this, king comes up, do a bishop, knight takes, silver takes, no promote. And then we don't have enough. So... All right, let's start looking at these again. Knight can't take. Knight can't take because we get the bishop. So gold can't take because we get the bishop as well. So the king has to take. The king comes up. King comes up. We also have bishop. Bishop. King comes up. We can't get this rook to do anything here. We can't get this dragon to do anything. Orega Moniwa, hello, hello. Back in the Toho BGM. It is. We're back in the Toho BGM. Boy. Alright, I'm going to read the spoiler. You notice that if the king were on 2-4, and I was able to get the gold to retreat, it would be made by the silver. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm trying to do. That is what I'm trying to do. But the knight, to retain the silver, so, you know, retaining the silver drop is my trick here. You know, if I come... You know, the knight is... I think that it feels like the knight is protecting, preventing me from doing that. And, you know, I considered this was one of the first moves I considered. We take it out of position. But now we don't have a mate. I'm not saying I didn't do well on my mate runs today either, so I think I'm slower than I was gonna say maybe I'm slower than usual, but maybe my usual is just slow. All right, I'm just gonna make moves. I'm making moves. I'm making moves. I'm making moves. I'm just going through every candidate move. Every candidate move that I have. I think that's all my... I think that's all the... I must be missing a legal move. I must be missing a legal starting move, because I just played them all. Oh wait! Oh, this is it. Okay, okay, okay. So it did that. Okay. All right. I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed. So the key was getting this knight out. I just didn't see how to get that knight out. Like that was what I was trying to get at the beginning. Is just trying to move that knight away. I didn't. Yeah, that feels like that should have been obvious. That should have been obvious. You think that was tricky? What is my record on mate run? 20. I wrote it down. It's either 27 or 29. Let me see. Hold on. $29. My record is 29. My average is probably 20 to 21. Today was 16 and 18, if I'm not mistaken. So this is this rude de or is that rode? Oh, nice. 30. Yeah, 31 is fast. 31's real fast. I've been 27 a few times, 29 the one time, and yeah, like I said, I'm probably averaging 20 to 21. Okay, the dragon move goes against a lot of the Tsume habits, you think? That would make sense. Still disappointed because I saw the theme. I saw the theme of getting the knight, trying to get that knight away. I just didn't see how. Disappointed with that. Your PD? Adam Asadis. Hello, hello. Greetings. Hope you're having a good day. Rowdy. All right. So what do we have here? The king is the king. We've got to prevent this. So this is not. I think this. So this gold drop 1/4 is not even. I think it's not even made if he takes. Because, actually, you can come down here. Just run. Oops. This is 42, by the way. This is 42. Oops, my arrows, my mouse skills today are pretty rough. That would... So... I'm not seeing. I'm definitely misreading this because I'm only seeing mate in 3. I'm missing something here. I'm definitely missing something. King has to take. Oh, well, what I'm missing is that the silver can take. So. Hold on. Okay, so wait, this would be too straightforward for a Tsume problem. So rook drops. If they drop, then this is mate. So it's not that. This would be mate. So what's the other option? I'm missing something here. This can't be it. Oh, here it is. Here, this is it. This is the defense. This is the defense. So that's not it. So how can I do anything to make that possible? No bishop moves. No bishop moves are checked because there's no promotion. So our mate, our checks are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. That's not going to be it, but we can't let this gold give this square. So no. Okay, so that's not it. Team Poland. Yeah, Team Poland is strong right now. How did Team Poland do in WSL? How did you all do this year? Where's the oh, this is how third place. Congrats. So close to the promotion. So close to the promotion. Yeah, 24 hours is not enough to watch and do everything. I hear you. Poland won had a real strong team. I think the Polish teams in general are very strong for their divisions. But this is close. This was close. Yeah, I mean I got it. Yeah, that's what I'm. Yeah, right now with the two of you, and who else do we have? Who else? Who else right now? We've had on Twitch. We've had a bunch of Polish viewers. One of which no longer comes. Yeah. I figured that out. I think Adam's comment in the podcast is what let me in on it. You wonder how often that this motif happens from this puzzle in real games. This one seems like it. So, I don't see the motif yet, but I feel like this is a position that I might see in a game. Is the overlay messed up? Oh, wow. Wow, thank you. Wow, how long has this been messed up? Wow, how long has this been messed up? Has this been a while? Or did I just mess it up? Okay, thank you. We can't check and chase here. So if we run, king goes up. We can't check and chase. We can't check with this promotion here to give ourselves some room. It seems like there are just so few options here. There are so few options. Taking, king takes, and then I can only check and chase. If I force this in, takes. That's not good. Oh, you were listening on it. So hopefully it wasn't messed up for a while. Oh boy, this is getting me a little antsy. Like, cause this one feels like it should be so easy. So somehow I have to pull this king forward. I feel like somehow I have to pull this king forward. But I don't see a way to do it. So I started here. I'm going to come back to here. You can't do that. Okay, so that's can't because of the exposed check. Okay, so that's going to be it. Has to be here because there is the check. So king has to take. Then we get the gold drop. The mate run. The mate run pattern here. Okay, so this was an exercise in getting that pawn out of there. Yes, exactly, Adam. Yeah, this is one of those problems in that category of we have to remove a piece that is in our way. Yes, yes. Okay, 43. Wow, we have a lot. There are a lot of pieces on the board here. And it feels like an artificial problem, which is going to make me struggle a bit more than usual. But this guy, so this is being defended. So, there's a lot of threats here. The key is this piece. The key to solving it is this piece. Why is this here? Why is this piece here? This is the key. This is the key to everything. Because this piece prevents an idea like this. So if we do come here, you know, the knight not only, you know, the bishop is not only protecting here, but the knight is also protecting here. You know, the new knight is protecting here. So what if we just drop immediately? We can't do this because the king can run. Oops, sorry for the bad arrow. So yeah, so rook or one thing that if we somehow get the bishop down here, that removes one of the escape squares. Well, no, there is no escape square because the knight is guarding that. No. That's not it. So our checks. Our checks are... Is that it? Is that it? So it's only 5? Is that all we... So this should be pretty easy. 5-1 horse. So I don't think that is it. How about let's open this diagonal. Let's block this. And then we have... No. No, no, no. Interesting. What else do we have? What else? What else? Definitely struggling on this one. I'm struggling in general today. I think all of these, except for 1 or 2, have taken me a long time. Yeah, this has been a very slow set of problems. What did I start on? I started on like 30-something? 30-something? 37 or 38 even? So I've barely done any. Oh wait, wait, no. So okay. So takes, and then this is mate. But that would. Oh no, that would he can't go there. Okay, so that's it. That's it. So we basically just have to get that. Well, no. Hold on. Yes. The king can't run here. The king cannot run here. All right. So that was an artificial problem, to say the least. Problem 44. I'm going to take a quick little bio break and get some more tea. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Almost dropped. Oh, I was going to ask, who won the tournament in Poland? Who won that tournament? Hello, Nightwalker. Happy New Year, early New Year's to you. Capybara, hello, hello, hello. So who won that Polish tournament, if anyone is still there? Ah, Vladislav won. I see. I see. Did you play Capybara? I don't think I asked last time. Okay, let's open this up. And let me switch my scene a bit here. Okay, so Adam got third. I was just about to say, he's... Oh my goodness! Wait, you were supposed to play, but you were hospitalized at the exact same tournament at the exact time. Oh gosh. Are you okay now? I hope you're okay. So these, mostly. Alright, that sounds ominous. Hopefully everything improves. So my understanding is that there are some Polish players who are playing for Belarus. Are these... Is this a Polish person? Or is he Belarusian and living in Poland? Oh, we got a nice performance from someone from Spain. Okay, so these are Belarusian opposite. I see. Got a couple Germans coming in. That's nice to see. Three tournament. Wait, so there were there only 17 players? Sorry that I'm scrolling so much here. Trying to get this. Oh, is this? Let me make sure that this is showing on the. Okay, so the whole thing is mostly showing. So he was 8 of 8. No, he was not 8 of 8. He was not 8 of 8. Ah. Lost. Ah, lost to the Szczelionak. Ah, who lost to Kruse and... Oh, boy. Lots of people got sick this year. Oh, wow. So that's surprising that some of these Belarusians are playing for Poland because, you know, Belarus has or Belarusia, how whatever, I apologize, is, you know, they're a hotbed of shogi activity in the, you know, outside of Japan. So people moving there is... People leaving that hotbed is tough. But I guess, you know, you go for your life. I assume, you know, they'd go for a better life somewhere. This seems like a very strong tournament. Makes sense, Capybara. Yeah, exactly. And, you know, right now, Poland seems like one of the shining beacons, you know, in the area. So I imagine people would want to be there. Alright, well, congratulations. That's a fun tournament. That's a fun tournament. Alright, let's go back. Let's go back. So this is problem 44. Yeah, Wojtek did not have the best start. It's understandable. Hey, Pilot Player. We are doing puzzles today for the most part. I don't think I'm going to play today unless someone, you know, really wants to. My Shogi Wars. I got enough points on Shogi Wars to be able to at least get some tickets when does that tournament end? When does the Shogi Wars tournament end? I'm gonna look over here on my mobile device. Come on. All right, so the Team Ibisha versus Free Ibisha event. Okay, there are 18 and a half hours left. And we on Team Ibisha are pulling ahead. But this has happened before. This has definitely happened before. So here are the stats. The stats there. That's it. Where's the... There we go. So I'm looking right. Oops. I can't even make my arrows. I'm looking at this right now. You just got to used twice, perfect condition DGT 2010 for 15 euros. Ooh, nice. Nice. Hopefully it works out. I think there are a lot of clocks like that, especially in the chess world. I think a lot of people, when chess was extremely popular, not that it's not extremely popular right now, but when it was during that pandemic time, a lot of people just bought equipment and ended up never using it. So there are deals to be had. I think the 2010, I think it's counting, its beeping is a little different from the usual shogi clocks, but it's still a nice clock. What about dropping a gold on 4-3? So gold drop 4-3. King has to go to... Gold 4-3. King has to go to 2-3. We can't drop the gold on 1-3 because knight takes. Ah, I see. Gold drop 4-3. No. Bishop 3-3, promote. If knight takes, gold drop 4-3. Gold drop 4/3 is mate. Well, no, gold drop 4. If knight takes, gold drop 4/3, king 2/3. Excuse me, gold drop 1/3. So if the king takes, no, the knight is still doing work. So if the king takes, the knight is still doing. So if the king takes, we can't drop gold 4/3 because after the king goes to 2/3, we can't drop the gold on 1/3 because the knight can now take it. So we've got to get that knight out of the way. So gold 3/3, knight takes. Gold 4/3, king runs, bishop promote, they can take. And even though it's mate, it's going to be mate. It's not mate in 5. It's not mate in 5. So let's change the order. Let's change the order. Now let's just drop the gold immediately. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, no, wait. So gold 4/3, king 2/3. Gold 1/3. Knight takes, horse, king takes 1/2. So it's not mate in 5. Huh. Well, that's not it. That's not it. So it's the king takes. King takes is the way that I couldn't mate. King takes. Gold drop. King 2/3. I wish you could delete arrows in this, a single arrow. So if we do 3/3 bishop, king takes. Gold drop, king 2/3. And now there's no mate because if we drop. So let's try again. Let's try forcing this again. Yeah, there's no. So we got to prevent that escape. We have to prevent that escape. So that would be mate. But king, oops. But Actually, they can just run like this. So that's not it. And this for the same reason. The king is off to the races. Pulling the king over, I think, is interesting, but it's still, we want to prevent this. We want to prevent him getting there. You know, I think this is somewhat interesting. But I don't see a follow-up. Actually, I don't think this is even interesting, because this square is already defended by the token. So that's... Yeah, I think that would be an interesting idea. 1, 2. Three. No. He could still go this way. I can't draw the arrows, but you finally got it. Yeah, this is a tough one. This is a shockingly tough one because there aren't many candidate moves. I think this might be something, but I don't know how to set it up. So the problem with this move is the fact that the king will be able to get here. As far as I'm concerned. So we need to do something to stop that. So let's drop here. Pull the silver over. Pull the horse over. But then the king can run here again. Boy. All right, we've got to just iterate. We got to iterate through the moves. There's one, which I already looked at. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which I've discarded. 9, 10. So we at 10, we actually I think have 11 because we could promote or no promote here. So let's look at this. Let's look at this right off the bat. Oh no, it would go this way. All right, so forget that. Yeah, I think that's... If we do this, we could also just run. The king could just run this way. Let me drop this. Yeah. So the silvers. So the silvers, they run, and there's no longer any stopping that. So if this silver is up, so if the silver comes down, it's the same thing. There's no way to stop the king from running. So I think the silvers can be discarded. This one I think can be discarded because we just take. Yeah. Yeah, and there's no way to check. There's no good way to check. So that's out. We looked at this. And the key again is that once this square is still open, so how do we stop this square? So we drop the gold on 2-2. Silver takes. There's just no way. There's no way I think at this point to stop the king going to 2-3. So I'm gonna throw that away. Let's pull him to 2-3. There's nothing there. Or no, because if we do this, there's that. The king is running. So we're back to this. We're back to this. If we drop the gold, we drop the gold on 4-3. King runs to 2-3. Get our bishop over. The king can just go to 1-4. If we drop the gold on 4-3, King runs to 2-3. We close it. We try to close it. Knight takes. We get here. King can either take or go back down. So again, this square, the 4-3 square is stuck. How in the world can we... There has to be a way to not let the king get to 2-3. Because I don't think we can close the escape. So again here. Oh, I didn't mean to do it. So that is the right answer. I meant to drag it. But you know, I think this is the first thing I looked at, and I guess it was right. The intuition was right there. If we drop the gold, king runs, and we've got nothing. We've got nothing for this. So we still have to... Why am I so bad? Why am I so bad? I can't even read a mate in 3. So that would be there, but... So king cannot take this. King can run. But then we can drop there. Okay. All right. And that was it. And that was it. Hey, Skykeeper, good to see you. You entered like 10 minutes ago. Recently, you solved the Tsume. It's a tough one. It's definitely a tough one. Yeah, now it's 3 move. The problem with this one is, like, if you didn't know it was Tsumeshogi problem, you'd never play this sequence of moves. Well, do you think... I think my intuition would be like, do I have mate? Do I have mate? And then I would see like, no. I don't think I'm gonna, especially in Byoyomi, I'm not gonna see it. If we had 10-minute Byoyomi, and let's say there was 10-minute Byoyomi, or let's say we had like 10 minutes on our clock, and the opponent had Hishi on us. Like, if we were forced to think for 10 or 15 minutes, I think maybe, you know, it's going to happen. But you have to know that you need mate. Like, you have to be desperate. Okay, problem 45. Weird. Very strange one. Gosh, there's so much here. Oh, no, I was going to say this, but no, the lance is protecting that. Okay. Okay. So, wait. Check. Take. No, check is it's still blocked. I think. That's a Tsume. That is a Tsume problem. That's a Tsume problem. Oh, brother. That's a video game puzzle. That's not a real Tsume problem. That's a video game. Let's move to the next. Problem 46. Okay, so we've got a gold in hand. They've got their knight in the... This could be a real position. This could be a real position. Yeah, I'm immediately thinking about sacking here so that I can get the gold. But the problem is the king can run. So can I do that? So that lets the king run. Like, we can't gold. So what about this? Gold 1-4. Gold 1-4. If king runs... King runs. Yeah. So if king runs, I think it's not going to be a mate in 5. So it's that's not going to be it. So I definitely I'm liking this. I'm liking this. But oh no, no, wait. Wait, what? Wait, hold on. Yeah, if the king runs, then it's just mate. The gold drop on 2-3 is mate. So knight takes. Rook 1-4. All right. So sneaky. Bishop 3-3. If king can't take. If the king runs, to 1-2, gold drop 2-3. If the bishop, if the knight takes on 3-3, then dragon 1-4. If king goes to 2-2, gold drop on 2-3 is mate. If the king takes, gold drop 2-4 is mate. So relatively famous last words, but relatively simple one. It's a very Tsumeshogi problem. It's a very you get burying this, which I do think is somewhat practical. I do see this kind of pattern in my games, so I don't think it's impractical. Problem 47. So this bishop is doing some work here. So Lance 1-4. Huh. Lance 1-4. If gold takes, rook 3-3 promote is going to be mate. Because if bishop takes or knight takes, gold drop on 2-3 is mate. So if king takes, if king takes, then we get the immediate mate, the double check. So if the king runs, not here, the king runs to 2-3, I think now we're in tricky territory. We're in tricky territory. Is we can't come over here because the king can run out this way. But then we drop the gold. No, then we just drop. No, we wouldn't drop the gold. uh, so Lance 1-4. Lance 1-4, king 2-3, gold 3-4, gold takes. Rook 1-2 promote allows king 3-3. It would be mate by dragon 3-2, but that would be mate in 9 or mate in 7. Wait, so lance 1-4, king 2-3, gold 3-4. Gold takes. Rook 1-2 promote. This one. So that I'm putting it. I'm putting it. I'm putting it. Wait, what? Wait, what? So this was so. What about the run here? Oh, just promote there. Just Well, no. Oh yeah, because the bishop is protecting this. Okay. Oh, so this is just faster. Yeah. So I spent on the easy variation, I spent a lot more time. Okay, problem 48. We don't even have many ways to check. I mean, it has to be this, right? So bishop 1-4 promote. No, it's not a promote. Bishop 1-4 promote. King 2-2. So I think there are three ways. There are three moves. 1, 2, 3. Those are the only moves. The only moves that we'll check. And the king is out. Well, we don't have a pawn to drop on 2-3. Or pawn... Well, if we do pawn 2-3, then the king just takes the rook. So if we do this, king runs up, we promote, king takes the rook, and now we have no... our bishop is here. The pawn, the token is blocking. Nothing is watching this square. So we can come in, but then the bishop would take that. So we don't have any pieces. There's nothing there. This is your favorite problem? Oh boy. Oh boy. This is I mean, the king can just take that, I think. So all right, so I think the bishop moves. The bishop moves. I'm not seeing him yet. So pawn. King takes. Promote on 3-4. King runs to 1-5. I think that's push, take. And I don't see a way to check anymore. I don't see a way to check anymore. So pawn 1-4, king takes 2-4, bishop 3-4 promote, king takes 1-4, and now we have no checks. So pawn 1-4, king takes 2-4. There's Rook 3-5 just gives it up because the king would take. Rook 3-3, king takes that one as well. Rook 3-4, king runs to 1-5, and now there's nowhere to run. And now there's no way to stop it. So I think it can't be this pawn push. So it has to be one of these. Actually, forget pawn. So if we do this, king takes. We can't promote because the silver will take. We have no way to check with the knight, with the new knight. So I think that's not it. So it has to be this. Ah! There it is. Okay. Okay. Ah. I'm going to say that this is a practical one. I'm going to say it was a in the last few problems we've gotten stuck on, it's always this theme. Is this it? Is this the theme? Am I just always getting stuck on the same theme? The one gap, this is the one gap, or would you call this one gap? So the question is, why didn't I see this? The bishop is in the way. Yeah, removing a piece from the board. Yeah, these have been a huge number of this problem set is removing a piece from the board. So why didn't I see it? I don't know. You think it's because it's sacking a piece that I already moved? But that theme has been, as Ronald said, that theme has been, they've been doing that on this one here. And you say it's not that common. So I'm not sure. Just because I don't do it in the game doesn't mean it's not common. Like, it might actually be common in our games. It's just that I don't see them. So it doesn't feel like it's common. I don't know. Let's move on to problem 49. So this rook is only protected by this bishop. So let's silver 4-2. Silver 4-2 means the king has to take 3-5. Silver 4-2, king 3-5, knight 4-7, king 4-4, bishop 4-3, promote. So silver 4-2, promote. King takes. King takes 3-5. Knight 4-7. King cannot go to 3-4 because the bishop is hitting it. So the king has to go to and cannot go to 2-5 because the bishop is still guarding there. Can't go in this file because the rook is guarding it. So king 4-4, and then we just bang on its head, and the knight is guarding these squares. All right, wide open, open board, open board. Okay, that was problem 49. Let's do problem 50. Let's do problem 50. Actually, before problem 50, I'm going to take a bit of a break. We have 3 problems left in this problem set, so let's see if I can actually finish those. But I need a bio break and fill water and tea, so I'll be right back. Oh, and I forgot the music. I forgot the music. Playback pause because your account is being used in another location. What? I wonder when that stopped. I wonder when that stopped. Do we hear it? Is it playing? It's going. Weird. Where would the other location be? All right, be right back. All right. So problem 50. Let's get through these. Let's finish this out. my immediate instinct is this. But this pawn would then be useless. That's it, right? This is the Tsumeshogi problem. Rook 3-2 promote. King has to take. Horse 4-1. Oh no, 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 because the king can take this pawn. The king can take this pawn. Okay, so Rook 3-1 promote. Rook 3-1 promote. If the king runs to either if the king runs to 2-3, then I've got the gold drop on 2-4. The king runs to 1-2, got the gold drop on 2-2. So king has to take. King takes. Then a horse 4-1. If king takes, it's gold on head with gold drop 4-2. So the king will run to 2-3, but then we just get the gold drop. Alright, this is a Tsumeshogi problem. Funny. Very funny. Alright, moving on. Problem 51. What time is it in Tokyo right now? It is 6:20. No, it's 6:23. 6:23. So we have 18 hours left. Slightly less than 18 hours left for Shogi Club 24. Bishop is hitting the rook. So I think silver promote. Silver 3-3 promote. If the horse takes, then we have silver drop 2-3. King 2-4. Gold 3-4. I mean, that's it. Why is this pawn here? Why is this pawn here? Will Shogi Club 24 be carried on in a different way, site app, or is it curtains completely? Well, Shogi Wars has added a monthly event using a Shogi Club 24 time control. And that's running now. It does not have many players. And it's 1 minute 30 seconds. It's not all their time controls. It's just that one time control, and they're basically they're not even like, your rating is not being tracked over time. So it's a lackluster version of it. And other than that, I think it's just shutting down. So people will either move to 81 Dojo or move to Shogi Wars or move somewhere else. That's it. That, as far as I know, that is it. So weird. So that was problem 51. So, oh boy, last problem in the problem set. It's a king on the bottom problem. Oh, not a huge fan. Bishop 1-7. Lance takes. Gold drop. Wait. Wait, so Bishop 1/7. What are the ways that the king can... Wait, Bishop 1/7. King can't go to 1/8. King can't go to 2/8. King can't go to 3/8. If they block a piece, Rook 3/9 is just mate. If Lance takes, gold drop is just mate. Oh wait, how is this not main 3? Wait, what? What's going on? Mikhail Hansen. Nice to see you Shogi stream. Yeah, I'm glad to have you. I've been streaming for just hit my 2-year sort of anniversary a couple days ago, and yeah, and I stream pretty much every weekday. So I hope to see you. Yeah, you didn't know that the site's closing down. I have not to immediately shill to you as you're coming in, but I do have a podcast. A Shogi podcast, and let me get this. Oops, let me get the link to the episode here. There's a Shogi Club 24 episode. Here it is, and oops, and wow, this is a long. Okay, that's a long link. Oh, and wait, so. I wish I could... Let me delete this. Okay, so there it is. Yeah, Skykeeper. So, and here's that link. Here is that link to the to that episode. So there are 24 episodes so far, and the 25th will be released 5 minutes after midnight California time. Tomorrow, tonight. So it's an interview podcast. There's topics. There's all sorts of things. Yeah, Lee Shogi has some players. Lee Shogi definitely has some players. It's not a great balance between skills, and they have some playability problems, I think, on the site that make it less than ideal. But it'll be interesting to see if they get more players after the Shogi Club 24 shut down. So I'm going to do this. Why is it wrong? Why is it wrong? No. If this takes, then I just drop the gold. Oh, it promotes! Oh, it promotes. Duh. Okay. So let's go back. Bishop 4/8. Let's clear those arrows. I'm looking at gold drop 3/8 or 2/8. Gold drop 2/8. Gold drop 2/8. Silver takes. Bishop 4/8 promote. Bishop 4/8 promote. They have to block. And then horse 3-8 is mate. Right? So what are the other options? Gold 2-8. Silver has to take. Bishop 4-8, promote. If silver comes down, if silver blocks, then the horse 3-9 is mate. If they interpose, then horse 3-8 is mate. Wait, what? What is wrong here? What is wrong here? Oh, we're not promoting. We're not promoting. These problems are done. This is why I hate these problems. Oh gosh. This is why I hate these bottom of the board fake problems. All right. So if we pull silver back to 3-8, if we pull our silver back to 3-8, silver takes. Gold drop 2-8 would be mate. So silver cannot take. Because of this. King cannot take. Or wait, can the king take? King takes. If king takes. If king can take. King can take. If we drop a gold, silver takes. So silver 1-8. King can run. So how about bishop 2-8? Bishop 2-8. This... Bishop 9-3. Bishop 9-3 promote. Bishop 9-3 promote. King 2-8. We can't come back because the king can just take here. We can't drop a gold because silver takes. So I think that's not it. So we know it's not gold drop 2-8. We know it's not that. We know it's not bishop 1-7. We know it's not that. So it's not a gold drop. And we know it's not a... I think we can be pretty sure it's not a bishop drop. Because the same solution would be from this. It'd be the same problem as bishop 1-7. Is that the lance can take. So I think bishop to this side is bad. I think bishop to promote lets the king out. So we can block. But if we do this, king runs to 2-8. King runs to 2-8. All right, so let's iterate our moves. Let's iterate our moves. One, which we know. No, I'm not gonna do the ones that I know are wrong. So there's this, there is this, and there's this. And there is these two. So effectively, I think there are just four options. I think the promotion is just bad. So silver 1-8. I think silver 1-8 is just, I think the king can take, I think the token can take. Silver 3-8. I think the king can just take. And I think the king can just run. Huh. All right, so we're out of that. So let's go to bishop 4-8. Bishop 4-8. King runs. I don't see it. I don't see it. I'm taking hints. Since this is the last one, I'm taking hints. Oops. I didn't want to skip. I'm taking gold, take. Gold, take.そうですね。All right. All right. All right. All right. We did it. We did it. We did it. Oh, boy. Alrighty. Alrighty. So that's the end of this problem set. You think this is pretty realistic? Do you get entering king in 3-minute games a lot? I mean, you've got to be very fast to be able to mate an entered king. You know, even with Byoyomi, it seems like it's harder to mate in any, you know, the if you play castles that try to enter, this happens a lot. Danaka enters a lot? It does? Oh, maybe I should try that. Maybe I should try doing that. Because that was never part of my strategy in it. I was always trying to mate. But maybe that was the problem. Is that I had solid positions on the side of the board and I should probably have just tried to enter. Huh. Gosh, playing a 3-minute game with the intent to enter, that seems... Whew, that seems rough. Yeah. So the next problem set is so the next problem set is 5. Oh, this is wait. 505. Tsume and 505. So next Tsume stream will start here. But for now, let me just check the time in Tokyo. It's 6:46. We're getting down to the end for Shogi Club 24, and yeah. So I'm gonna see what is the math. What is what is this? That is 17 hours from now. What is 17 hours from now here? 17 hours from now is 7 a.m.? No. Midnight? No. Hey Siri, what time is it in 17 hours? 6:47 a.m. Okay. So it's possible I'm going to stream the last minutes of Shogi Club 24. We'll see. We'll see. That's part of the plan. I would like to be on the site to see it close down. I want to see getting knocked off. But anyway, thank you everybody. It was fun. If I don't see you before then, have a happy new year. Please remember to check out the podcast. That'll be coming out in a little under 12 hours from now. So thanks again, and take care. Have a great remainder of your day, and a great remainder of your year. Bye.